Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Fisher. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
The ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. From the gun, Poole. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
That's a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards on the ground.
24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a carry for Swift. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Cool. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because of that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Toss here to the wide side of the field. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Off-play action. Cool. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Fisher. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. CeeDee it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
26.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Poole setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The play fake. Poole. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hopkins on the ground. This to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fisher, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Lions add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Off play action. Poole. They'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Off the play fake. Poole. Smith catches left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Vikings 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, we're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Throwing on first down. Fisher. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. Third down here.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Taking it about the 16. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
They run. Cook. Going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw again. Pull. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 3-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Fisher. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeff Gladney. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing again. Pull. And he comes back with run complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Play action. Pull. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Jefferson.
10 more there and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pull. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 33 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun, Fisher. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Gladney. The clock, 2nd quarter. Why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And this will result in losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Quick throw complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
From 3 yards out. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Vikings 28, Lions 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw on 2nd down, Fisher. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A final shot before break. Fisher. Oh, man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Poole. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play, and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll decide to keep this once more. And that is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this carries into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Oh, he's got a little daylight. This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
They run the counter with Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Operating from the gun. Poole. Flushed out right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They set up the screen to Hill. Hill's hit, and he loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
first and 10. Fisher, he'll air this one out, and this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Boyd, 39 yards. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On third down, Poole. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Fisher. Middle complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Fisher. Fine Galladay, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Operating from the gun, Fisher. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Fisher. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Lions 42. Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Poole. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Poole. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Gain of 12. 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Poole. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
18.
Justin Jefferson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Lions 42. Vikings 35.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To throw on 2nd down, Fisher. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Lions, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.